Will Declan Rice see out his contract? I'd like to think so. I think he's already the West Ham captain, but I think he's a future England captain, and that's never a bad thing to have around the club. I think the big pressing point though is if we get relegated, then no, I don't think he will. I think he'll move on to pastures new, move to one of the big clubs, Chelsea, Manchester City, um, and make his mark there and become a mainstay in their teams. I would love to see him stay. I'd love to see him recreate, obviously, what Mark Noble's done and be a one-man club. He's got the ability to be able to stay in the Premier League for the whole of his career, and he's still only young. So I'd like to see him stay. But will he honour that contract? If we stay up, yes. If we get relegated, no. And I wouldn't expect him to. I don't think it'd be fair to hinder such a great talent if we did get relegated, by making him stay and play in the Championship for a season, possibly more. So it's one of those things. Hopefully we can stay up and continue our winning streak against Newcastle, and everyone else, Aston Villa, Norwich, Watford, and we can stay up quite comfortably. And we don't have to sell our main man.
So this week's question is, will Declan Rice stay at West Ham until his contract is up in 2024? Of course he'll stay with us at West Ham. He's an awful midfielder, terrible player, no skill, even worse centre-back. I don't even know how he's made the first team, is what I want every manager and their scouts to believe, because I don't want to see Declan ever go. I'd like him to stay with us forever. I know it's not going to happen, and as we know, what all I just said is complete lies, and he's an absolutely fantastic, skillful player who we're very lucky to have. But to answer the question seriously, do I think we'll keep him till 2024? No. I think at best we'll keep him for 2 seasons, but really I think we'll just keep him for next season. It's for a couple of reasons. The first reason is what we'd ask for in money. I feel like teams aren't going to really spend in the window just because of the situation with coronavirus and the damage that's done financially to clubs. I don't think clubs are going to be wanting to pay up what West Ham would ask, which obviously would be a fairly high price tag, and as it should be for a player like Dec. I don't want to see him let go 40 million, not enough. He's too good for that. So I think that's one reason we'll keep him for this season. Unfortunately, if we do go down though, we won't keep him, and I understand that. Why would we drag a player of his quality down into Championship with us? So providing we stay up, I think we'll keep him for another season or 2. I think he'll be tempted by Chelsea. I know there's a lot of been whispers and rumours about Frank Lampard having his eye on Dec, and there's a bit of an emotional pull with Dec because obviously Mason Mount, and he's got close links to Chelsea. So if they came knocking, do I think he'd be tempted? 100%. Do I think he'd do it in the end? Yes. But let's be honest, he could pretty much go anywhere with how he is. Now, I do think if he stayed with us, he'd probably benefit a bit, because since Mark Noble's getting played less at the moment, Dec's been captain, and I think it would benefit him if he stayed and got a few more caps under his sleeve. So I think that would really help him in the long run. I think the experience would help him. To be fair, I think he's kind of already there, because I've watched the behind the scenes stuff in training, and even on the pitch, he's barking orders at the players. He's really got some great leadership qualities. I think he'll be able to use them more in West Ham than if he went elsewhere. And also I think in my opinion, I'd like him to go somewhere where he'd actually get some pitch time. I'd hate for him to go and end up on a bench, because he'd gone into a team where they didn't necessarily need him, so he was more of a sub than on the starting 11. So that's my only thing. If he does go, 1, please don't be to Spurs, and 2, I just want him to actually make sure that he gets played rather than just be a bench, because I think that would be an absolute waste. But yes, providing we stay up, I think we've got him at most for a couple of seasons. If we go down, we've lost him, and as I said, understandably. But I think we can hang on to him for a little bit longer, but he will be tempted away. I hope everyone's well. Take care.
So the question is, will Rice see out his contract that he signed to 2024? So I don't think so. I'm sorry, that's really pessimistic, but I just think he's a really good player. And from being West Ham, we won't improve and get into the top 10, which is what he'll want in the end. He'll want Champions League football and that. So someone big will come in, and the Dildo brothers will just take the money. I mean, someone's going to come in with a big offer, whether that's in this country, whether that's abroad, who knows. But I think someone will come in big, and they won't be able to turn it down. So, I think they've done that to secure their asset, because unfortunately I feel that football has just become a business. It's not really about passion and, shall we call it, patriotism to your club, or loyalty, that's a better word, loyalty to your club anymore. He's a good lad and he says all the right things, doesn't he? Says he likes the club and the support the fans are giving him, the manager. But I just foresee him going somewhere that has Champions League football. We could build the club around him, but I think we need to bring our young players through, like I have been saying previously in the past, about bringing the young lads in so they know what it means and what it feels, bring them through the ranks, understand what it means to be an Hammer, what we want from them, what we expect from them. But I don't foresee that happening, unfortunately. We've been very lucky this year not to go down, just because other teams have been worse than us. So I just don't. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. I think he won't see it out. I think he'll be gone. 2023, a year before his contract or towards the end, he'll be gone. Someone big will come in, which is a pity because I would like to see him stay. But there's my answer. All right, take it easy, keep smiling, and come on, you alright? Up, Hammer.
Do I think that Declan Rice will see out his contract? I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. After Payet and Arnautovic, I try not to get too attached to players. Football is a business at the crux of it, especially nowadays. Players hardly ever see out their contracts, and if they do, they can be a bit smarmy with it by trying to get an easy move to a new team on a free. I believe Declan's got a lot about him. He's got a lot of human qualities. He's got a lot of, not bringing into question his love for the club. He obviously does love West Ham, there's no doubt about that. But how many times are we going to fight relegation and expect to keep hold of our best players? He seems like the kind of lad that would see out his contract. But then people have got to remember as well how long it took him to sign the new contract. And I know that the owners can be a bit dodgy and be a bit underhanded with what they do, but he didn't sign it straight away, which means that he probably knows what he's worth, which is fair enough. Everyone's got to know what they're worth and not just take whatever they can get. But he's going to be an England international in his career, and he is at some point going to need to play for, a big team, and whether that's with us, because we need to start achieving. No matter what anyone says, we need to start achieving. That's the only way we're going to keep hold of our best players. So it's a tough one. I haven't quite answered the question yet. But I don't think he will, personally. That might not be down to him. That might be the club taking the money when they get offered it. But I think he's a very, very good player. And I think the only way we're going to keep hold of him is if we start achieving things as a club. And fighting relegation every other year is not the way to do that. So enjoy Declan while we have him, because he's not going to be at us forever. And I'd be very, very surprised if we keep him this summer. That's how kind of defeatist I am at this point, but there's reasons for it. Hopefully we do keep him, and we push on next season, but I keep saying that with most players. So unfortunately, no, I don't think he will.